don't see you. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
That night somebody showed up in front of my house. I came out to this trail around midnight. Why did I do that? I don't know. I didn't think, Sayaka might be out. No, I had no such thought. I was coming out of here and I didn't turn the light on. And I came into the trailer. here's my wife. Hold on. Okay. No reason. I just came out here, but I didn't turn any lights on. It was dark, right? Around midnight. I came in here and I didn't turn on the light in the trailer. I could have. I just didn't. I came in. I didn't think, Sayaka's anywhere. No, I had no thoughts of you at all, except, I'm always thinking about you, right? I'm always thinking, I wish he'd come down the street or whatever. So, I had the screen closed. There's the screen. I'm not looking at what I'm showing, but I'm imagining that I'm showing the screen door. There it is. Okay. I took the lock off because I need to buy a new handle for that. So I'm laying here just like this in the dark, just laying here. The door's open just like that. And I'm laying here and I'm here just a few minutes. Okay. And I hear some sound, like something clanking on the street. At first I was ignoring it. And then I said, what is that? A street cleaner? One of those things that goes along the gutter and it's got like a brush that spins around. I think, it might be a street cleaner late at night. They're going to clean the street. That's what I'm hearing. So I look over through the screen. There wasn't a car there. I think maybe our Jeep was there. Our Jeep was there where our Subaru is now. And I don't know what I'm showing with this camera, but anyway, I looked over there and I saw a car drifting down in front of my house. I don't think the engine was on or the lights. It was like floating down the street and it came to a stop right in front of our mailbox, which is right there. Maybe, I don't know where I was exactly. Maybe it was up further this way. Okay, hopefully you can see the mailbox from what I'm showing. So, maybe it was up here so I could see. Yeah, I must have been further up so that I could see the mailbox. Yeah, because where the person stopped so that like the headlights of the car, the front of the car was like parallel with the mailbox. Let me show if I can. Okay, so there's the mailbox right in here. The screen was closed. You can see it perfectly through it. And man, I thought, what is this? Is this her? I think, what is this? This might be her, but I said, that's not the kind of car I thought she'd be coming in. And I gave messages like this one, videos online saying, if you come in any kind of car other than the one I believe you've been suggesting you'll come in, if you do come here, I ain't going, I'm not going, even if it's you, I'm not going with you. Because I say that's a sign that not to get in that car. Well, now I'm some kind of criminal. I'm a organized crime figure keeping a low profile. No, but I mean, what happens to them happens to others, I'm sure, right? Watch the movie North by Northwest. That guy gets taken at gunpoint into a car, right? You don't have to be an organized crime to have terrible things happen to you like this. So I lay there and I'm thinking, Look, I said, that's not the kind of car she said she's coming in, so I don't care who this is, I'm not coming out. I said, this is a setup. Somebody's sort of trying to set me up to kill me, maybe. Everybody watching this who has no context, this is the first time they ever see this. Any video from me, this guy's nuts. What's he talking about? I'm sorry, I got like, I don't know how many videos I have online, 500? I don't know, I haven't counted them. But I've made like 1,000 or more videos over the past three and a half years, and a lot of them I've taken off online, but still, there was 300 to 500 on there now. So I'm not going to go back over all I've been talking about. So I said, no way, man. I'm not coming out. You know, like the day before I'd made a video or two about these gruesome murders that had happened not far from this house. That's not organized crime, is it? It was apparently by this Hispanic gang. I think their name is MS-13. Anybody suspecting me that I'm a member of that? No, I'm not Hispanic, but because I get an Italian last name, I could be. Oh, God. Okay, well, anyway, just on that point, I got to say, one time I was looking online on this subject of the way people make these assumptions based on your name, and I was reading that Irish folks have a hell of a time being considered drunks just because they're Irish. I was reading that, and I got to say, it was funny. Okay, so they don't take it funny though. They think it's a very serious thing. Apparently, you're Irish, so everybody thinks you're a drunk. Okay, so the next day, well, I sat here and watched. I didn't move. I was frozen. The woman got out of her car, just like I'd like you to do, Sayak, if you came here, right? But it didn't look like you. It looked like a younger woman, and she had her hair in this tango dancer. There's a technical term for this. I can't remember, but like a little curlicue pasted on the brow. I'm thinking, it looked like a younger woman than you. The legs were skinnier than your legs, but maybe your legs look bigger on my TV than they really are in life. Who knows? Than I see in real life, and your legs are not what they look like on TV. That could be. Anyway, that car it was like a junkie car. Okay? And I'm saying, no. So I was saying, I don't care what problem. Well, I was assuming it wasn't you by then. I was saying, whatever problem this woman has with that car, I'm not coming out of this trailer. She had a flat tire, whatever. Because she was looking, she gets out of the car. She gets out of that car. And she gets out of the car. Right over here. Okay. She's about right here, I guess. But she's about right here. There's my house. There's my trailer. Opens the car door. She steps out and she stands right here. She takes her phone out. It's after midnight, so the light's coming off her phone into her face, but I can't see who that is. It's just an indeterminate face. She's looking at that phone. I'm trying to see who is this? Is this her? I'm trying to make it out, but it doesn't look like you. And the legs are skinnier. But she stands for a moment with that phone. What she does, she goes like, she stops with the phone, then she walks over here, out in front of her car, like this. And she goes like this. Like a little pirouette to look at her right front tire. Seems fine. She comes back around. She gets in her car. And I say to myself, there's nothing wrong with that car. And she drives off. Well, the next day I took a tape measure And I measured from where I was laying on the floor here, right in here. I measured the distance to that mailbox, or actually to where their front door would have been. And I came up with 31 feet. So if that was you, you were 31 feet away from meeting me, but you didn't look like you, and it was very scary. Because, you know, it's a few minutes after midnight. I wasn't expecting it would be you. You came in that car, if that was you. You came in that car where I told you ahead of time. If you saw my message, I said, if you come in any other vehicle like the one you seemed to be showing me you were going to come in, I'm not going, even if it's you. And that's what I did. Okay, now, nobody believes me, but I was almost murdered in 1982. I'm saying by radiation poisoning, so you get a dose of radiation poisoning and you're going to be like me. It doesn't matter whether anybody believes you or not. It doesn't make any difference. I experienced this, okay? So I'm terrified of what happened to me. And my metaphor for this is, although I'm not sure of the science, I'm saying if you took like one of those lab rats in one of those mazes, and ran him down one of the corridors of that maze, and then you shocked the living hell out of that rat when he got to the end, I don't know the sciences, but it could be that rat will never go back down that corridor again. Ever. You can't make that rat. I don't know. I would figure this is true because that's me. Look, I can't describe the horrific agony I was in and how horrible it was. Okay? I can't do it, but that doesn't mean I didn't experience it because I can't put it into words. I went through that, and it doesn't matter to me whether anybody believes it or not. At this point, I'm now an old man. I've lived with this for over 40 years. So, that's why I did not come out of this trailer. Okay? Anyway, this is like the fourth or fifth video I've made about this experience. I'm still hoping it's going to work between me and you. I don't know how, but I can't go anywhere. I just can't. So I'm keeping the dream alive that you're going to show up here somehow or get me a message or whatever. Bye for now.